everybody, it's us again. Welcome back to the Three Idiots in a Room podcast. My name is Chris Jahnke. I'm your host as usual, and with me is my usual co-host and good friend, Mr. First Last Nameson.
Nicholas Vandevoort. Yes, hello. It is I once again for the umph time in a row.
I think this is episode 17 now that we've done.
Yeah. Fun fact, we wanted to get this one done a lot sooner.
Yeah, there were a lot of complications for this episode.
So much scheduling going on. I am really feeling the adult life now.
Me too, man. Well, anyway, how have you been?
I have been doing very well. Autumn is my favorite season. It's been dragging on a bit up here, the heat at least. I don't know what it's like over in Eau Claire, but our area's been dealing with a drought, so it's still kind of warmer out right now. But I am looking forward to the cooler temps that'll come a little later this month and with the season.
Yeah, that's really exciting. I love, when it's not cold enough to go out in, winter gear, but it's not warm enough to go out in like shorts and t-shirt.
You get a sweatshirt on, or you get curl up in a blanket in your home or something. It's like a comfortable kind of coat.
Yeah, that's like the perfect time of year.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Autumn's my favorite season.
Me too.
I always feel like I accomplish a lot during this time of year.
So do I.
Yeah.
I think that's the same for a lot of people because it's winter at the end of the year doesn't really count because you only get like 10 days of it in the end of the year since it starts on the 21st. So it feels more like you're getting autumn for the last part of the year. So that's when it's still pretty nice out. It starts getting colder towards the very end of the year, so people feel like they can get more done.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of productivity, well, actually, did we schedule out blocks for this one or?
Yes, I did actually.
Nice.
So I have the first 30 minutes devoted to catch-up time.
Good. I was gonna ask because there is a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Not speaking to each other much for like a month. I guess the biggest thing that I want to bring up right now is that I have been making videos again, editing them and stuff.
Yeah,
putting them on YouTube.
I've been seeing it all on the Third Floor North channel, and I've been watching them. They're really good. So
yep, that's right. Third Floor North. It is a cool channel that you should totally check out.
And for everyone listening, I've been, in all of the videos I've been putting out recently, I've been putting my second channel, Chris J Films, and both of Nick's channels in the description for people to go and look at. So
nice. Yeah.
So yeah, go check his stuff out. It's really good. So anyway, go on.
Yeah, so Third Floor North has been really what me and my roommate Alex have been working on that together a lot for the past almost a month now. It's crazy how that time's passed by. I've been cooped up in my room editing for a lot. But
that's really cool. I like that you're getting back into it and doing that.
Yeah. I like it as well. The last time I really felt this dedicated to it was back when I was like 16 or whatever, making YouTube videos on my own channel. So.
That's great to hear. Is Zach still working on it? Because I know he was doing it at the start, like the first few videos.
Yeah, he has uploaded one video since our revival, and it's that March of Progress pixel art video. That's actually his artwork.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't. I watched that one on the TV, so I didn't see the description of who made it. So that's pretty cool.
We have kind of stopped putting our names in the description, anyways. It's kind of like a guess who did this kind of thing.
I get that. I love.
You can probably tell by the editing styles who is doing which one. Especially with our one we uploaded recently, the Super Mario Bros. World 1-1 and 1-2.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen that one yet, but it's in my watch list.
So in that one, Alex plays one of the levels, and I record and edit that film. And then I play one of the levels, and he edits that film down. And then we both released our videos on the same day to see which one would perform better.
That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, so you can get a sense of our different editing styles through those two videos.
The one video that I really liked was your piano session one.
Yeah, that's first last Nameson.
Yeah, I was very happy when I saw that in the thumbnail. Like, oh my god, he used it outside of our thing.
Yeah, I figured I'd have to use it at some point. I'm actually got I didn't know what I was really gonna do with that show at first, but now I got a better idea. And the second episode will make that a lot more clear. Once I get around to making that, it will probably be a bit.
Well,
I think that's
gonna
be. Yeah, I think those are gonna be monthly, if I can keep up with that.
Cool.
I think they'd be bigger projects for sure. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of monthly episodes, my new monthly series is coming out next week on Friday.
Nice.
Into the Memory Box, episode 1. We're gonna talk about some Halloween memories because we still are in the middle of Halloween. So that's coming out soon.
So the Memory Box. Explain to me what this show's premise is.
It's basically just me sitting there either talking about memories or going through a physical memory box and pulling out some old stuff that I did when I was younger and just sharing stories about it, going through photo albums, things like that.
All right.
It's sort of a mini podcast, but instead of talking about like what's really relevant and then having some memories thrown in there, it's basically all memory.
All right.
So,
okay. Sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think the first episode is about 20 minutes, so we can all look forward to that coming on Friday.
Friday. All right. I'll keep my eyes out for it. The rest of you should too.
So let's see. How are you doing at the TV station? Because last time we talked, I knew you were still doing that.
Yep, still doing the work. I've been working football games now as a graphic operator. I was supposed to travel to Maryland for one of them, but we weren't allowed to broadcast there. It was like legal issues, I guess.
Oh, that's weird.
So, bummer on that one. We did travel an hour north to Grand Forks, which is just further into North Dakota. And closer to Canada, so kind of more in the same realm of where I already am, but somewhere different. I haven't been there before.
How was it?
Hectic. There were things on our equipment setup that didn't line up quite right with what they had.
Oh no.
It caused a lot of issues and confusion about like what settings to turn on and how to fix it. So we were not connecting to the scoreboard so that we could keep track of the scores and stuff as we broadcast and not have to update those manually. So for a minute there, it was looking like I would have to manually update everything.
Oh my god.
Thankfully, we fixed the problem just in the nick of time. It was pretty stressful though, going into the game not fully prepared.
That's interesting because I always thought that that's how you did it. You like entered it manually.
That would take way too much time. You can just it's called Daktronics. That's the system. It feeds the information that's coming in through the scoreboard into the systems that are used to broadcast out graphics or other information that you might need for the game.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny. I always thought, since we always had them at school, I always thought it was pronounced Darktronics.
Nah, it's just DAK. D-A-K.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're still doing that. And you're still enjoying it?
Yep. Still, yeah, I mean, the only thing that's really changed with my schedule is I'm working less during weekdays, and my Saturdays are just a whole day of work, pretty much. But, yeah, I don't know, I think it's a good pace. I like it so far.
Great.
Next week, I'm going to be traveling to Illinois, and that's going to be like a 3-day process. So, that'll be a bit more interesting. I can tell you more about that once it happens, but yeah.
Okay. And you're going there to do the titles for a game, I'm assuming?
Yep, once again, more graphics. Yeah, so
nice. I was gonna ask, what were you up here in Eau Claire for? Because last time we tried to record, he you were.
Yeah. So
Claire,
okay,
right?
the initial plan was that I was just gonna go to the Twin Cities. My family was gonna meet me there, and we were all gonna go to this art exhibit together. It was this really cool, actually, experience. Van Gogh immersive experience. They projected.
Cool.
They projected like animated artwork of Van Gogh on the walls and the floor.
Oh,
and
shit!
Yeah, it was really, some nice atmospheric music in the room as well. It was like a half-hour show, and it was on a loop. We watched the first one of like 10 minutes in, and then we stuck around to watch the second loop the whole way through. So
that is so cool.
Yeah. So that was the initial plan. It was just going to be like a 1 or 2 day thing. Rena had close contact with someone who contracted COVID, so she had to quarantine for a day.
Oh boy.
I still had a day that I could go off, that I had off of work.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't stay at my sister's apartment like I had initially planned, so I instead decided to just head back with my parents to Eau Claire for a day.
And how was that?
It was nice. It was, literally just a day visit. I didn't really go anywhere else other than around the house or, shopping at Kohl's or whatever, but just kind of spent the day with family. The Survivor, the game show, they had their new season premiere that day as well, so it was nice to watch that with the family again, because that's something we always used to do together.
Is that in season 41 now?
Yep. Going on for a long while. But
I bet The Simpsons is going to be at that pretty soon.
Yeah. Matter of time.
Oh, man. Anyway.
Yeah. So that's why I was in Eau Claire for a day. I then also kind of forgot about us having the podcast the next day. Just like I forgot that I would have to be at work an hour early the next day. So I ended up being late to my shift as well.
Oh, shit.
Because I had planned to be back here in Fargo Moorhead on Thursday, which is why, so many things were thrown off. But,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I still enjoyed the day, though. It was nice and relaxing. Got to play more on the piano down in our basement.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I liked it. Eau Claire is always a fun town to go back to.
Yeah. It's not as small as, like, Rice Lake, but it's not big like the cities, so it's just that happy medium.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm glad you got to come back and have a nice time here.
And how about you, Chris? What have you been doing in this past month?
Well, I suppose the biggest bit of news is I'm on a new weight loss diet thing. It's with Physicians Physicians Weight Loss Center. I don't know if you've heard of that.
No, I haven't, but I guess I I assume they help you lose weight through dieting and stuff.
No, they actually help me dance the polka.
Nice. Wow, that's a cool new skill. Yeah, how's that going?
Oh, it's going well. You know, it goes oompa, oompa, you know.
Oompa-dee-doop. Yeah, I've heard this one before.
But seriously, they are a clinic that's like doctors. It's not a bunch of personal trainers and stuff like that.
Okay.
And they are completely licensed to help you lose weight. And what they do is they give you these bars and shakes, and the shakes are really good. You just mix them up with water. The bars are really good as well, and they have like a fruit drink that gives you extra fiber in your meal.
Nice.
And then you're limited to one meal of like lean protein and vegetables a day.
Oh.
So it's a pretty good diet. And I just went in for a weekly weigh-in today. Last time I weighed, I was like over 400 pounds.
Oh, jeez.
And today I came in and I lost 20 pounds in just a week. So,
Shit. That is
yeah.
a lot of weight loss in like a week, dude. Oh my god.
yeah. And the funny thing is, I don't really feel much, but at the same time, I feel like I'm looking a lot better, and I do feel better. It's just not noticeable to, you know, me who's been steadily increasing for so long.
Sure.
So,
I mean, yeah, it's just been a week too, so you might not notice immediate changes, but I'm sure if you keep it up over time, yeah.
yeah, I'm really hoping that, you know, that's this is gonna work out, and I think it's going to, just based on this first week. So that's probably the biggest piece of news. And then the next biggest piece of news is I was actually moved from the produce department at Festival.
Oh, what are you doing now?
I'm doing cashiering.
All right, front line.
Yeah, where you used to be. So.
Yeah. I had thought about jumping to produce. That's actually kind of funny. So I could have been swapped around, kind of.
So yeah, I just got done with my first week of that, and to be completely honest with you, I don't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like the front end too much either. It's
That's
a lot of just the same old kind of mundane stuff. And
yeah,
not as much opportunity to just interact with other coworkers and relax a little.
right. It seems to me that the only people that truly like it are the older ones, like Sis and Diane, who you probably
Yeah, the Sis I knew.
Yeah.
Diane, I think I remember her, but I'm not entirely certain on that one.
She's a really sweet lady. I think she's been there for a few years. She might not have been there when you were there, but
Maybe.
she's got
Either way.
She's got the gold boomerang, so
Okay.
so she's a really good worker. And then all the younger people seem to just not like it.
Yeah, that's just. It's like, just a job to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Get my soda.
Were you managed under Damien or someone else?
Someone completely different. Yeah,
Okay.
I imagine the same managers are not there anymore, so.
Probably. But yeah, so it was so weird because they called me up for a meeting in the office, and they're like, well, we know you really like produce, but we want to switch you to front end. And I'm like, well, no, I don't think I really want to, you know, like, because I just love produce so much, and it's a perfect schedule, it's perfect for me, I love it there. And they're like, well, okay, but if you don't do it, we're going to start giving you disciplinary action. And they're like, yay,
What
front
the-
end!
Oh my god, okay.
Because apparently I was just making little mistakes that were happening like a little too frequently. Like, not rotating properly, going too slow even though I was yelled at to go fast, and then going too fast even though I was yelled at to go slow. You know.
Typical bullshit at work.
Yeah. So, just stupid shit like that, and now I'm on front end.
Alright.
So, yay!
Woo, we're promotion.
Kinda.
More like demotion.
Yeah. I think front end is where most people start off, right?
Yes. So I would not take it very kindly that you got moved to there.
If I could be moved to the service desk, that would be nice, because then I'm not just standing there swiping pizzas, you know?
Yeah, you're actually providing a bit more assistance than that.
Right. So that would be nice to do, but it doesn't seem like they want to move me. I even asked about doing click and go, which I don't know if they had that when you were there.
Is it like the automated?
It's like that thing at Walmart where they get your groceries for you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we still had that.
Yeah. So I asked about that, and they said, "Well, we'll think about it," which is basically a way of saying no. You know, I'd rather people just say no to you instead of that bullshit, because it just sounds so much better to say we're not going to do it than make you think that they might. You know?
Yeah. Plus, I like the conviction behind no, because then if you're able to ask and you can see if it's like a good judgment that like they actually have a reason for not fulfilling your request or whatever.
Exactly. That's kind of the way I think of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suppose that's the second biggest piece of news, and the third biggest piece is, I obviously I turned 19 last week.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank
I already
you.
wished you one on your birthday. I
Yes.
forgot.
and that was a very nice message that you sent. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, no problem.
And yeah, so I'm 19 now, and I don't feel any different.
That's typically how it goes after a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe you'll feel more different after like 20 or 21. But...
Yeah, I think 21, when I can actually go out and get a drink or something is when I'll like really notice the differences. But
sure.
18 was definitely interesting, because that's the age when a lot of things become legal for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably the biggest change I felt since 16, because that's when I got my driver's license.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just the milestones of life.
Yeah. It feels like life is just going up a staircase that leads, to nowhere, really.
Well, I don't know about nowhere. The somewhere is wherever you feel like taking yourself.
Yeah,
maybe that is nowhere. True. I don't know. Some people may just take themselves to nowhere anyways. Like, yes, that's where I really want to go.
Yeah, I think that's about the biggest news in my life. One thing I want to ask you about before we move on, how's your graphic novel coming?
Yeah, we just had a meeting about that this morning.
Great.
I'll be honest, today's meeting was probably our most unproductive one yet. But we do, from our previous meetings, have a production schedule sort of figured out. We at least know how we want to release the book. We're going to start by releasing the prologue and the first issue for free on the same day that we put the book up for sale.
Okay.
And then every 2 weeks after that, we'll release like the next chapter of the book. So eventually all of book 1 will be online. But if you want to read it all at once, or just want a physical copy, there's that option for you as well.
That's a pretty good business model.
Yeah, so that is our plan for how we're going to release it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that's coming along, and that's still going to be out in May, right? Ish?
That's when we plan to have things ready by, so that we can release it in the summer. We don't know, there's no release date yet, but planned for summer, I guess.
Okay, cool. Well, that's very exciting. I'm really excited to read it.
Yeah, I'm excited to still finish writing it. We got done with the second chapter today.
Awesome.
Planning it out. Not as much dialogue in that chapter, but Yeah, still plotted it out. So.
Well, that's great to hear. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to all this too.
All right. Is there anything else, like, right on the top of the mind that you can think of?
Not right now. No, I think we can move along.
All right. Well, that was our catch-up segment, and now we're going to go back into a reoccurring segment that's been on for the last couple of episodes. Deep thoughts.
Oh boy, here we go again.
and this time I am going to let you start off, sir.
All right. Okay. A deep thought. Have you ever thought about how sturdy clipboards are? How reliable they clip onto the papers and organize your life? I wish people were more like clipboards sometimes. I wish that I could let them hang on to my papers and they securely hold on to it for long periods of time, days, weeks even. But no, people can't be that reliable. That kind of loyalty isn't found these days.
You know what people are like?
What?
They're like slip and slides.
Go on.
A clipboard. It holds onto the paper, like you said. It doesn't let it go. But a slip and slide, you try to sit down on a slip and slide. Where do you go? Down the slip and slide.
Yes.
You go right down to the end.
Yes, all there is to go is down.
Exactly. We need to stay clipped on like a clipboard. Be the clipboard.
We must clip down all the slip and slides in America.
Get rid of them. We don't want them here. All they do is just bring us down. We need to be brought up and
deport the slip and slides. Recall them. Get them out of here. Clip them down to the ground. So
fuck
that it's
you,
just
Whammo.
Grass.
Fuck you,
it's
Whammo.
Just water on grass. It's not even fun to slide down. You can't slide down it.
You can't slide down grass, and that soap will kill the grass anyway. So slip and slides are killing the environment.
You might be able to slide away some of the truth, but we'll clip down the rest and get it all clipped back again. You can't hide from us. You can't, fuck, I'm losing it. Damn it.
Fuck you, slip and slides!
Alright. That seemed like a good transition.
Yeah,
yeah.
That was our deep thought for the day. I hope you hated it.
I really hope so too.
All right.
Terrible.
All right. Now it is time for our main attraction of the day. Because I haven't told you anything about this. I just told you I had something big planned for us to do.
All right.
And as you at home can see, this episode is called Take Me Out to the Football Game, in honor of Nick doing his broadcasts for football games in the last few months. Yeah. So, tonight's big event, you could say, is we're going to play a game of 20 questions. And I'm going to give him the questions. He's going to answer the questions, and then I'll give the real answer and whatnot. And our topic for tonight is football.
So, I have to answer just 20 questions about football?
20 questions about football, that's it. And then
my god. Okay.
Alright.
Did I tell you at any point of any of this that I do not know the rules of football?
That's kind of why I thought it would be funny.
Alright, yeah, sure. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead. Let's see how much I've learned.
Literally, I know nothing about football either. I got all these questions off of a man cave website.
Oh my god. I think... Throw them at me. Sure, let's go.
Alright, question 1. Which team lost the Super Bowl 4 consecutive times in a row?
I don't get any sort of hint or multiple choice. It's just figure it out.
I can give you a hint.
Okay.
So, you know how P.T. Barnum had his circus?
Yeah.
No, that's a bad hint. So, Walt Disney.
Yeah.
He, as a kid, he rode with this person, and he called him his hero.
Okay. Well, shit. I don't really know Disney trivia either. God damn it. I guess I'm finding out how I do on Jeopardy or something. This is the trial run, and I'm failing. I'm gonna say the Steelers. Yay! I'm wrong.
The correct answer is the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, okay.
Because...
Oh, shit. I remember hearing about that. I didn't know the Buffalo Bills was a team, though.
I don't know where they play at, but it says here, the Buffalo Bills was founded in 1960, and we can thank Ralph Wilson for that, as he was the man who founded it. So, I don't know what any of that means, but...
they play for New York.
They play for New York, okay.
Buffalo, New York.
I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah.
Buffalo, New York. Also, did you know that that's where the first buffalo wings came from?
Oh, no, I didn't.
And the secret ingredient was Frank's Red Hot.
Well, I buy that already, so cool.
Alright, are you ready for question 2?
Yeah, let's go.
How many yards is the penalty in the NFL for using a helmet as a weapon?
That's gonna be 10-yard penalty.
Nope. You were very, very close. It's 15 yards.
Okay. Oh, shit. That would have been my second guess.
As an example of when Myles Garrett was suspended from the NFL after using an opposing teammate's helmet as a weapon, he hit Pittsburgh quarterback Mason Rudolph in the head. This event happened in 2019.
Damn, okay.
I mean...
I remember Zach told me about this. Like, something about this recently. Anyways.
Yeah. I mean, it must really hurt to have a football helmet, like, crashed into your head.
Sure, I mean, that thing's meant to protect your head. Using it as a weapon, like, that's kind of poetic in a way, but also don't do that ever.
Alright, now I am going to get very mad if you don't know this one.
Okay.
Because this is like legend.
Alright.
This has gone down in the halls of legend. Which team won the first ever Super Bowl in 1967? Come on. You should...
I don't know. I don't know any of the Super Bowl winners. I'm gonna be honest.
Do you want to just take a shot in the dark?
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna say... I don't even know all of the teams. The 49ers? I don't know.
No! It's our Packers! The Packers!
Okay.
The Packers!
Cool. Nice job, OG Packers.
That's...
I don't know who you are, but you did it.
That's why I was gonna get mad at you, because, like, that's in every single bar everywhere, you know?
Is it?
Yeah, everywhere, every bar I've gone to has, like, a, thing showing... It's like a,
Well, shit, I haven't really been to any bars in Wisconsin. You know, I haven't really had the chance.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, the first Super Bowl was held in 1967, and the Green Bay Packers went on to win the Super Bowl 3 more times for a total of 4 wins.
Nice.
So, that's a little factoid there.
Alright.
Okay, are you ready for question 4?
Sure.
Alright. Who usually catches the ball on a football team?
Like at what point? Like, I guess a lineman or a receiver.
You were right the second time. It's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So, the player that throws the ball to the wide receiver is the quarterback. He is also the one responsible for receiving the ball from center.
Okay.
So, you got that one right. I'm gonna give you a point for that one.
Yay.
So that's here. Let me make a tally quick. That's
I got one.
Yeah. So that's
I got one. I got 1 out of 4. Let's go.
1 right, 3 wrong so far. So let's move on. This one is an easy one. You should get this no problem. Their color scheme is purple and gold.
Oh god, it's so tough. I can't remember. It's the Vikings.
Yeah. Told you that was an easy one. All right, so that's 2 out of 6 that you've got right so far.
Yep.
Here's a little bit of information. The Minnesota Vikings are based in Minneapolis and were founded in 1960. They played their first game in 1961.
All right.
So, this next one I chose specifically because it's kind of a curveball. You always hear about, like, we're going to go throw the old what around, but I'm just going to read the answer, or the question. NFL footballs are made out of which material?
Shit. I heard Zach say this or something. God damn it. What's it made out of again?
I'm not telling you. You have to, you have to guess.
I don't know.
All right. No shots in the dark?
I really don't know.
Okay. Then I'll just tell you. It is cowhide.
Okay.
See, I kind of thought that was a curveball because you always hear, let's go throw the old pigskin round. You know.
All right.
So, in the on game days in the NFL, each team is supplied with 24 footballs to use. Over 2 million footballs are made a year, and 700,000 of those are used in the NFL. Which, that's just too many footballs.
I'd argue it's not enough footballs. You need, like, at least 2 million more.
You know what? You're right. You're right. We need to get them out to all those drunken Midwesterners.
Yeah, the man's really eye, man.
All right. This one is kind of a hard one. Which quarterback had 9 starts for the Vikings in 2013?
What's his full name again?
Do you want a hint?
Something with a Brad at their early. The name starts with a B, I think.
Do you want a hint?
Brett Favre.
Nope.
Okay.
He plays for the Packers.
Well, he used to play for the Vikings.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. But his name is actually Christian Ponder.
Okay.
And the hint was going to be, it sounds similar to someone you know.
Who? Wait.
Christian.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Christian Ponder played for 3 other teams other than the Minnesota Vikings. He also played for the Denver Broncos, Las Vegas Raiders, and the San Francisco 49ers.
All right.
So, that's Christian Ponder. Have no idea who he is. Sounds like a stand-up guy. All right. Question 8. I'm just gonna tally that down. Right now, you got 2 right, and you have 5 wrong. And we're on question number 8. What is the Redskins theme song?
Fucking hell if I know. If that turns out to be the song, I will scream.
You are right!
Wow!
It is actually Hail to the Redskins.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah. It's an obvious answer, but it doesn't feel obvious.
Yeah.
You know.
Well.
I don't know. This song played every time the Redskins scored its touchdown in 1938 until 2019. It was composed by Barney Briskin, the team's band leader.
All right.
And then, of course, everyone said it was racist, so they changed it.
All right.
I don't know what it is now, but
it's always something.
Always something. All right. Question number 9. In what year was the first female referee ever featured in an NFL game?
That's actually a good question, because my guess... I don't have an exact year for you, but I'm going to say somewhere in the early 2000s.
You're pretty close. It was actually 2012.
Alright.
So you were pretty close. Her name is Sarah Thomas. She was also the first female referee to officiate a bowl game and to ref in a Big Ten stadium.
I didn't think it would be that soon. Jeez.
Yeah.
First. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
When I read that question, I kind of thought it, because I quizzed myself before I took down the questions to see like the
Did you make a tally for yourself too, or?
Yeah, I did. I got like 2 of them right. So, so.
Thanks for letting me know my odds.
Wow. But I kind of thought it would be like 2018 or something like that, because I didn't think most football fans would be accepting of that. You know, just knowing most football fans.
Sure, but there's always been some kind of movement to...
Which is really good, you know. And I'm glad that it happened in 2012, so now it's established.
Yes.
You know.
Almost a decade now.
Alright, so this one you should know, hopefully, because you're sitting up there in the announcer's box and listening, so you should know this. How many yards is the penalty in the NFL for intentional face masking?
Well, Chris, I must have a correction for you, because I'm actually not up in the box listening. I'm in a truck. It's parked outside, just outside of the arena. Probably a good 100 feet away from where the game's happening. That said, I would still like to answer 20 yards.
Oh my god, you were so close again. It's 15 yards again.
Why the fuck is it both 15?
I threw that in there as a curveball, just for you.
Okay.
Because I kind of figured you would think it was a different number.
And you were right.
So for those of you who don't know what face masking is, like me, face masking is the act of grabbing, twisting, or pulling on another player's face mask, which is the helmet grill in the front of their face. So.
1 second, Chris.
Okay.
Alright. Zach was just asking about a movie. Carnage.
Oh, yes, of course. Which is, we're going to talk about that. Or at least I am in a little bit.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was a little music from me. Anyway, question 11 is, what is the name of the Buccaneers theme song?
Hail the Buccaneers.
No, actually, I'm sorry. It is actually called Hey Hey Tampa Bay.
That is actually... I'm not sure how to feel about that title.
Personally, I kind of think it's lazy.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know. It's
because
got the slight catchiness, but...
Because hay rhymes with bay, you know, but at the same time, like, it's kind of a so-so name for a theme song. Anyway, Hey Hey Tampa Bay was released in 2009 and was made by Danny Mac, whoever that is.
All right.
Okay, question 12. You might know this. What are the color of the posts on a football? Or what are the color of football goalposts? Excuse me.
Goalposts? Yellow.
Yes, you got that one right. The only reason that football goalposts are yellow is for easy visibility for both the players and those watching to see if the ball flew past the poles.
Yeah. I mean, it's very helpful.
I know when I've seen a game, I have no idea what's going on. I only look at the poles, just to make sure I know what's going on.
They're there the whole game and like, oh, I saw one go through. Someone must have did something.
All right, question 13. What interrupted play in Super Bowl 47 for 34 minutes?
Interrupted play for 34 minutes during a Super Bowl. I'm going to guess a blizzard.
No. But it's something that could be caused by a blizzard. It's actually a power outage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I imagine that was caused by a blizzard, but still.
Yeah. Apparently this event led to people nicknaming this particular Super Bowl the Blackout Bowl. All right. Okay, let's move on to a question. Funny, this is about halfway through the list now, or a little bit more than halfway. So this is a question about halftime. Who was the headliner of the first Super Bowl halftime show?
Damn, really hitting me with that first Super Bowl trivia. I still don't know anything about anything. It was in 1961?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
okay,
no, 1967.
1967 first Super Bowl. Okay, that is a tough question. I don't. Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay, so this comes to my shock. I'm guessing your shock and like everyone else's shock, because when you think a Super Bowl halftime show, you think of like big pop star celebrities. Like last year it was J-Lo and Shakira, I think. And
Sure.
then in past years it was like Maroon 5 and all these big bands. But in the first halftime show, it was the fucking Three Stooges.
Oh. So it was literally just a show at halftime.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like,
cool.
Isn't that fascinating?
It's interesting. I would have never guessed that.
Me neither. The Three Stooges were a vaudeville comedy act that were performing from 1922 until 1970. Their main comedy was slapstick, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, that one really threw me through a loop. I had no
towards
idea.
the end of their careers, they just show up at the Super Bowl.
Alright, what Dallas Cowboy had his helmet stolen at the 1994 Super Bowl?
I don't know the answer to that, but 1994. Oh, 94. I thought you said 44 for a second. My brain got confused. Anyways, how do you get your helmet stolen from you?
I don't really know, but
did that happen during the game, or was it like he went to the locker room afterwards and then realized, oh shit, I left it out on the field, runs out, no helmet?
Well, here, I'll just read this to you because it doesn't have his name in it. It was stolen during a post-game celebration, and it wasn't found until a few days later. It took a whole search party to find it.
Damn, okay.
Any guesses?
That sucks, man. No, I don't have any guesses, though.
Alright. His name is Emmitt Smith.
Alright.
So, poor Emmitt losing his helmet.
Yeah, should have held on to that one better.
At least you know, at least it was like during the Super Bowl, so he didn't have to play for a few months.
Yeah,
You know.
it would have sucked if it was like the game just before, and you're like, oh shit.
All right. What is a nickname that DeAndre Hopkins is known by?
A nickname by DeAndre Hopkins, you say? Let me just D-I-A Hopkins. I'm totally not looking up the answer right now.
I totally believe you.
Nuke.
Oh my God, you got it right!
Yeah, and it's like a nuke without a e at the end. It's pronounced pronounced nuke. Yep, I totally knew that one. Would have guessed it too if I didn't know it.
Did you know that DeAndre Hopkins got his nickname as a child? It's referencing how he only ever used pacifiers by the brand Nuke as a baby.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So that one, I guess, is sort of like not that well known, but you know, it's still out there.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know. I think that's a pretty nice nickname. As someone who had a nickname themselves, for a good chunk of their life.
You were Nifty Nick.
Yep.
Nifty Nick.
And this guy's just Nuke. I approve.
All right. Who was the youngest player ever selected in the first round of the NFL draft?
Fuck if I know, but I'm gonna guess that their age is 19.
Actually, you were right about that. You were right about that.
All right. I don't know who they are, but they're 19.
Yep. So I'm gonna give you half a point for that one.
Cool.
His name is Amobi Ioke. Amobi Ioke was only 19 years old when he was drafted into the NFL. He played for the Houston Texans, Chicago Bears, Dallas Cowboys, and the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
All right. Yeah, big career.
So
that's a young age to start a big career like that.
So you got half of it right, half of it wrong. So I'm putting half in the right, half in the wrong. So
nice.
Okay,
Take it.
all right. Question 18. Which NFL's team name was inspired by a famous writer?
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't remember this one, but I do remember hearing something about it.
This one is kind of perfect for this episode because we are in Halloween and it's kind of a Halloween theme. It's the Baltimore Ravens.
By Stephen King, huh?
No.
Aw, damn. I was like so pumped, like damn.
The name was inspired by The Raven, written by Edgar Allan Poe. It was chosen through a fan contest.
That was Poe. Damn it, I got it.
Actually, speaking of The Raven and Edgar Allan Poe, if you go to the Chris J Films YouTube channel to my 2020 Halloween special, you can actually hear me read The Raven all the way through.
All right.
So, and this year
you do a good job.
Thank you. This year I'm also reading another Poe classic. I'm not going to give it away yet, but it's a good one. I think it's going to be a hit.
All right.
So
moving along.
All right, we have two more questions. Number 19. Who was the NFL's 2016 Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Offensive rookie? Well, shit, I don't know any of the rookies. I don't know. Maybe I know them now, but I'm gonna say they're a person.
That's right.
Probably a young person. Yep. I don't have an answer again.
Okay. So his name is Dak Prescott.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, it is. I like that name, Dak.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like something out of Star Wars.
Maybe he is out of Star Wars.
Oh
He
shit,
just
bro!
chose a career in football in his life instead.
But he plays for the Dallas Cowboys, and he is also ranked 14th on the NFL Top 100 Players of 2017 list.
All right.
Oh, he must be pretty good.
What happened to him after that? He died or something, didn't he? Let me look up.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Nope, he's still kicking. Just isn't as good, I guess.
Must not be. If he only got ranked in 2017.
Yeah, real legends get ranked year by year. Anyways.
Alright, our last question today. How many teams are currently in the NFL?
Is it 32?
Yes! You got it right!
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I thought so.
Alright, so your final total is you got 13 and a half wrong, and you got 5 and a half right.
That's more than I thought it would be.
Well,
more points correct than I thought it would be.
Well, good job. That was a good trivia game for you.
Yeah, I liked it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, if it weren't for that stupid 15-yard both times, I'd score higher too.
You were so close on both of them.
Yeah, like goddamn. Anyways.
All right. So now it's time to go into our last segment of the day: great moments in film.
Yeah. If you want to give, have you seen Carnage?
Yep, I saw it on my birthday actually.
Nice. Then yeah, you can give us like a spoiler-free review because I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Okay, great. So basically, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a lot better than the first one. They actually do give some context into the comics. Like, they talked about how Eddie Brock's father basically didn't like him at all as a kid because his mother died in childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
So they had an interesting scene about that, and I won't spoil it for you. But the villain is great. Both villains are actually great. There's one named Shriek, and then the other one is Carnage, and I think his other name was like something Cassidy.
So like the
remember.
host's name is Cassidy something?
Yeah, like something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really good villain. And if you remember in the post-credit scene for the first Venom, he was actually in that.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's the character you were, seeing be the bad guy in this one.
Cool.
And it's an interesting revenge plot. And they brought back a lot of the characters that were good in the first one. I really like. I don't think it's Michelle. No, it's not Michelle Pfeiffer. Hold on, let me look this up quick because.
Right. Yeah, take your time.
Because she did Michelle Williams. That's it. They brought her back, and she does a really good job. There's kind of a thing where it's implied that she's still in love with Eddie in the movie.
Sure.
And it's very slightly implied that they're like having thoughts about a threesome between her, Eddie, and Venom.
Oh, okay.
Which is very interesting. Thank God they don't actually do that because DeviantArt would go crazy.
Oh God. Please no.
But really, the whole movie is just building up to the post-credit scene, and you probably heard this about it, but like the post-credit scene basically retcons everything that was in the 2 hours beforehand.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, so just be prepared for that because it's kind of a mind blow.
Like a jarring. Okay.
Yeah. I got really, really excited when I saw it in the theater and I saw what happened. And I think you're going to get really excited too when you see it. Like, It is.
Okay.
It is just fantastic.
Sure. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say anything about it because I don't want to.
Okay, then stop hyping it up. And
I'm sorry.
I'll see it in a few hours here.
Yeah.
Man. Don't worry.
But anyway, I think you're gonna really like it.
Right.
Have you seen anything new recently?
Yes, but also I'm trying to remember what I've seen. I don't remember films. I'll be honest. I don't remember. I know I've watched a few films in the past month, but the big thing that I'm remembering is this TV show I watched. This Japanese anime called Nichicho. It's a very, it's a comedy, slice of life, and the basic premise I can give you is that it's takes ordinary, everyday kind of moments and over-exaggerates them through situational comedy and the absurd animation at times.
Kind of like Seinfeld, just for comparison.
Yeah, kind of. It gets a lot more exaggerated, but yes, that same kind of idea of taking regular life and making it comedic.
Cool. That's interesting. And it's called Amiko?
Nichicho, My Ordinary Life.
Oh, I have heard of that. Yeah,
all right.
I've only heard the English name for it. But
all right. Gotcha.
Do you watch it subbed or dubbed?
I watched it dubbed. I don't really mind either way, but I just like listening to it in English if they have it available.
Me too. One of my friends, well, not really my friends, he's an acquaintance that I met while I was in California. His name is Jeff Wexler, and he's a dubbing artist for what was formerly Ghibli.
Sure.
And he was basically telling me that it's better to listen to the dubs because you can understand the story more and what's going on screen instead of looking down at the subtitles every 2 seconds.
Well, I think that's still a matter of personal preference. I also think there's something to be said about it's just words on a screen. You can still focus on both, I think. But
yeah, there definitely is a preference there. I watched. Have you ever heard of the anime Erased?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's a pretty good anime. I'm still watching it, but I watched the first couple of episodes with subtitles and a few episodes that were dubbed, and they were both good. On that front, I preferred the subbed version better.
Sure.
But if I'm going to watch a movie like Spirited Away, just for example, I want to watch the dubbed version because, for one, I know that they do a very good job with those dubs.
Yeah, and plus there's just the animation from movies like that because they have the budget to go more all out on it. So
right,
I can agree with. Yeah.
Not to really diss anime or anything, but it's just sort of static a lot of the time when they're just sort of standing there. Yeah. So with a movie like Spirited Away or anything that Miyazaki's done, it's better to actually watch what's on screen.
Sure.
But they both, of course, they both have their advantages and disadvantages.
I think that wraps up this segment then.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, let's just do our quick little sign off.
Yeah.
Got anything coming up in the near future besides like your Chicago trip?
Not Chicago.
Or Illinois. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be the town's called Normal, Illinois, actually. So I'll tell you about the not so normal adventures at Normal, Illinois, because there are sure to be a few of those.
That would actually be funny, like you know how Netflix series always happen in these little towns and such?
Yeah, just one in the not so normal lives of Normal,
people,
Illinois.
That would actually be really interesting.
That could be a good title. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's about it for you?
Yep, that's about it.
Cool. I don't really have anything coming up. I'm going to be an usher at my grandma's wedding. So,
Nice.
I suppose that's the big thing that's coming up soon, but otherwise, like, I don't have much that's going on.
Sure.
Just
I mean,
work.
Yeah, just nice to live life sometimes,
Yeah, totally.
There's a lot of it to get through.
Alright, well, you got anything else?
Nah, I think we're ready to get out of here.
Alright. Well, thank you all so much for listening to this installment of the 3 Idiots in a Room podcast, or the Idiots in a Room podcast, or whatever the fuck we're calling it now. I've been your host, Chris Jahnke, and with me today is my co-host and good friend.
First, last Nameson, as usual.
Yes. Always here, always ready to go. So, that's about it for us, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Fucking